Here's Brown to begin the drive.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Pulls it in. It's Wingo. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Arch to throw. Complete left side, Coleman. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone, it's Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Arch is going to throw for it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Smokey the Cannon not the only one used, and it's blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every...
Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Arch Madness, throwing right. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They'll give it to Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The offense changing the play. Third down from the gun. Manning escapes the pressure to his right. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. All out of space.
This defense prides themselves on effort and pursuit. Quarterback there did a great job scrambling, so much so that he was able to get downfield, and it looked like it was going to be a big play, but all that pursuit from the defense and their effort, getting to the ball, knocking it out, and coming away with a big turnover.
In the red area, it's Lacy. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
On second and goal, he carries again. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ole Miss! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Throwing Manning. On the left side, here's Coleman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Here's Manning to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Manning. That's caught. It's Wingo. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. And the Longhorns line it up with a first. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. To throw, Manning. Under fire. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Pulls and fires complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Got a little grass. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Haas. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Hey, you could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Looking downfield on first down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab, it's Gill. And they'll knock him down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick six. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. The tag. Touchdown, Longhorn. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And it's shades of kick six. He showed you the speed as soon as he fielded that missed kick. It was off to the races, lots of open grass, and what a momentum-shifting play, taking that missed field goal back to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Creates a little space, picks up the first down. He's up to 51 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season.
Whew, that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle right there. Offensively, nice play call going with the toss to get that running back to the outside. I'm telling you, if he makes that guy miss, that might have been 6.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Haas. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the option. He'll toss it. Could be an alley. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that first and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think first and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on first down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they're able to make the tackle. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. The run inside. It's Lacy. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the...
Grabs it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for space. It's Smothers. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Offense in a bunch formation. Running inside. It's Lacy. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to impose their will with the run. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with UCF taking on the number 7 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Knights, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On the run, it's Lacey. And he'll be brought down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll run play action. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, you get the incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Now on the return. He gets a block. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Here's Arch to throw. Here's a heat. They're working that left side. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
To the air, it's Manning. Right on the money. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Lets it fly. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the run, it's Lacy. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. They'll line up for a second down play. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Pulls it in. It's Cook. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. The give to the lone running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Brown again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
This guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete to the right. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Coleman open on the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The run inside. It's Smothers. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The Rebels come out to get this drive started. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse
snags it, and there's running room. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He wants a big play here late. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Running the red zone, it's Lacy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. I guess an optimist could say it's still 1st and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. He wants to throw it. Big guy smells it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. Gives them a chance to put together a strategy here in the waning moments. Great place to start for this offense. A give to Brown. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. One more time, it's Brown. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.